Imagine waking up from what felt like the deepest sleep of your life, only to discover that everyone you loved had already said their final goodbyes. This was the extraordinary reality faced by Lazarus of Bethany, whose return from death would forever change how humanity understood the boundary between life and the afterlife. The biblical account tells us that Lazarus had been dead for 4 days when Jesus arrived in Bethany. His sisters, Mary and Martha, had already completed the traditional mourning rituals. The tomb had been sealed, and according to Jewish custom of the time, decomposition would have begun. When Jesus commanded the stone to be rolled away, Martha protested, warning of the inevitable odor that would emerge. But what must it have been like for Lazarus himself? Emerging from the tomb, bound in burial cloths, he would have encountered a world that had moved on without him. His family had grieved, his affairs had been settled, and his place in the community had been filled by the finality of death. The psychological implications of such an experience are profound. Lazarus would have faced what we might call temporal displacement, the disorienting experience of lost time and interrupted relationships. Those who had mourned him would now struggle to reconcile their grief with his living presence. How does one resume normal life after the community has already processed your absence? Historical accounts suggest that Lazarus lived many years after his resurrection, eventually becoming a bishop in Cyprus. Yet one cannot help but wonder about the weight he carried, the unique burden of being the man who returned from death, forever marked by an experience no other human could truly understand. Lazarus represents the ultimate disruption of natural order, reminding us that some boundaries, once crossed, leave us forever changed even when we find our way back.